We are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes.
Bring it!
19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
19 yards. And a Bengal first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7-yard gain on the play.
Burrow on 3rd down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Complete.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the...
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
2nd down.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll find Hall. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Bengals.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Zach Cunningham, the leading tackler in the AFC in 2019, is there defensively. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney Merciless racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, there's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Ball carrier.
Von Bell up to make the tackle. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
57's the mic. Rock 57. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. You better.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
It's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Going to give this to Mixon. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Flush to his right. He'll run it. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Bengals grab it. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
7-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This is Mixon on the draw. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
Brian Hill, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball.
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps. And they're there and end up making the play.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
The 44-yard line.
First down, here's Burrow. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Joe Mixon.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Burrow. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
15.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Complete to Denzel Mims. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
To Tyler Boyd. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 8-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bullock will put this one through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sam Hubbard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now he's flushed out left and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're...
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And where did this one go out? Not good. Let's see. They're going to say inside the 35-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Mixon. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And it's third down.
Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is right down Broadway. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. From the gun again to Mixon. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Burrow looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
Steps out of bounds.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Joe Mixon with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
They're on the tackle.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Aaron Donald. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Now Joe Mixon. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
34-yard line.
Now the Bengals on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is third down and 12. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
To Joe Mixon.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
7-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Hill, the ball carrier.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. That third down conversion good for 23. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made at the
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Taken down at
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Complete to Joe.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
41 right here, 41 They're going to need some therapy after this.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
3rd down.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Cincinnati, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.